Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to another video. This is the Demoscene report for the month of February 2024, part 2, because there were quite a few things happening during the month of February, and I already made a previous video about that, which should be in the description below somewhere. If you're new to the format, I summarize everything that's been happening in the Demoscene on this month in particular, in these 15 days in this case. I have all of the links on the description below, so you can check everything else, and I will give you a quick summary of all the different things that happened throughout the month. There are quite a few of them, a few interesting parties, a few interesting releases outside of any things. So let's take a quick look into it. Let's go to the Demoscene report, February part 2 of 2024. First item on the menu is the Demoscene related media that we have for you today. And there were only a few of them, but I'll quickly go over them. FairLight TV had a new video where they captured the talk that Trident gave at the Fjälldata in the beginning of February. Trident is a famous FairLight coder for the Commodore 64. It's been doing a ton of releases on Commodore 64 in the past couple of years, and this talk is really good if you want to know more about Commodore 64 coding. Then other stuff that came out this month, there was a new update on tdaw, and tdaw is, as you can read here, tiny, header-only, easy-to-use, cross-platform, minimal overhead audio wrapper tailored for the Demoscene. So if you want to do intros for the Demoscene and you usually code your audio on shaders, like using the shader toy buffer audio element, this is a small wrapper for C++ that you can include into your project and include the audio in the shader sort of thing. It's meant that you can reuse it on Linux and Windows, on Mac, and all those different things. And yeah, it got a little bit of an update recently, so check it out, especially if you want to do more tiny size coding stuff for the Demoscene, which you should. More things that came out. There was this live stream from Slate Radio covering the Remix 64 Remixes of the Year Awards. A lot of different categories for all the different tracks. If you like Commodore 64 music, if you like remixes and cover tracks, check out this live stream. They went through all of the different winners and a lot of good music to check out. And then there was a playlist put together by Spot, I think, for Hippo Player, and includes all the top 100 musics from CSDB. So it looks like Amiga, but it's actually playing SID music. And yeah, it's using Hippo Player. They've been developing Hippo Player a lot and doing some more playlists for Hippo Player. So check out Hippo Player. Do you want me to say Hippo Player one more time? Hippo Player, Hippo Player, Hippo Player. Let's play music on Hippo Player. And those are the things that I had to tell you for the Demoscene related media of this month. There are a few out of Compo releases as well, so let's take a quick look at those right now. First things off is a couple of crap boxes, pack discs for the Amiga with some latest Amiga releases put together by the Electronic Knights as usual. Crap box number 24 and crap box number 25 available for download now. Then we also had a slideshow coming out by Penisoft. They had already done something similar for the Atari. Now they made an Amiga version. They got a lot of flame backlash on this release actually, because most of them are AI generated things, and slideshow wasn't working very well, so a lot of people complained about it, but it's still quite a few collection, a decent collection of different images, even if some of them are AI generated. And then the last thing that we had, actually the second to last thing that we have to show for you today on out of Compo releases, is this huge pack by Mistigrees with a lot of releases, some ANSI stuff, some ASCII stuff, and a lot of teletext, a lot of a tonal Osprey. He went on a rant and did a ton of teletext entries of very good quality. So check it out. A lot of artwork to check. I'll scroll down a little bit so you can see the enormous quantity of different things there's available on this pack. So take your time, go through each one of the pieces, and I'm sure you'll find some interesting things as is usual on Mistigrees art packs. And the last thing that I wanted to show you for the out of competition releases is actually not listed here. Where the hell did I put that? I put it in here somewhere. Oh yes, I found it now. The Commodore64graphics.com CharSet logo competition has opened for entries. Already has a few logos dripping in, and it's open all the way until the end of April. So if you like to doing logos of different groups or people or whatever kind of logos, but for the Commodore 64, you can submit your entry to this competition and try to win some issues of the Freeze 64 magazine as well. So that's it in terms of Compo releases that we have for you this month. Let's take a look at the different parties that occurred throughout the second part of February, as I already mentioned. Mountain Bytes, the only demo party happening still in Switzerland, very newbie friendly. They have a competition specifically for newcomers. Not that many competitions, but all of them quite decent in terms of participation. Combined graphics competition with some photos and mixed kind of medium. Take a quick look at all of them. 5th place Astro Dream by Sylvia, which got nominated for Meteorix Newcomer New Talent Award for last year. Spidey Sketches by Brittle. Overhead Bytes Mountain Projector by Yugesin. Second place to Sunrise by Daria and NR4 with this executable graphics entry. And the first place One Bullet Left by Sule of Often Hide with some pixel art. Then we had a combined music competition, which was won by Bacter and Sega Musics. Second place to Cold Storage, which also played a live music set at the party itself. If you don't know Cold Storage, he is a legendary musician for Amiga video games and things like that. Did soundtrack for Wipeout, for Lemmings, for a whole bunch of different things. Then we had the overhead projection competition, which is tradition on any self-praising Swiss demo party. Fourth place to sheet mode activated by Vimya. Third place OH2P by Tix Paz of Wurstrup. Second place, the Demo des Tots of Doom by iCube and Slipstream. And in first place, Cousin.ohp by Venti and Regines of Lampenfieber. You can see the YouTube video recordings of all of these entries. They're listed here on Demozoo. Old school and alternative platforms had 3 entries overall. A little entry for the Risk V, which is really interesting to see, by C Revolt. Second place for the Amiga by Void, and first place also for the Amiga, but by Spreadpoint, a legendary Swiss group, with Filusion winning the competition. Then we had the PC demo competition, which got its own Farian entry. Also some elevators for Scratch, the Doodle Box by Lane for the browser, doing some projection of the 3D view. Ferret Race by Ivo in 4th place. Third place to Paco Hoito by Quad Trip with some experimental stuff, which looked quite interesting. Second place Onig Semfpane by Ernie and Seism of Mal Anders. And the winner entry by Spectrals was called Unison, was the invitation for Revision 2024. Really good demo. Spectrals well-established group by now. I think they are active for 3-4 years now. They won Revision a couple of times, so really cool invitation as well from them. And then the last compo that we had was the PC size restricted demo competition, which is, anything size restricted. Twins 453 bytes by Lane was a game for the Pico 8, got 5th place. Then we had a 32K intro for Windows using the anaglyphic 3D view by K-Storm. A 4K intro by Schlumpy got 3rd place. I think Schlumpy won last year this competition. Second place, Tausendis by Team 210 and Epoch got 2nd place with an 8 kilobyte intro. And in 1st place, Phosphorescent Purple Pixel Peaks by Pestis and Virgil and M-Range with some synthwave sort of vibes there. Also worth mentioning is that at Mountain Bytes, there was also the TREX nomination reveal gala, Dojo and Shayna showcasing the different nominees for each different platform that will, the winner will be revealed at a revision. This was the revelation of the nominations for the different categories, which is always controversial. There's always some things that should be nominated and should not be nominated, but I think they did a good job overall presenting it. The gala is quite well put together, and they had a special cut made afterwards by Dirty, I believe, which makes this video even more interesting to see, especially if you're not following the demo scene very actively. You have a good resume of the different productions that came out on the previous year. Then let's take a look at another event that happened this year, which was the XS and TREX meeting happening in Germany. A small meeting of the legendary XS group on the Commodore 64. Not that many releases out, just a small party scroller, a little demo featuring Calvin and Obes there, and a new release of Rapid News, the issue number 26, being put out of this disc magazine for the Commodore 64. So yeah, check out if you like Commodore 64 things. Then we had the assembly winter happening in Finland. As usual, they have 2 editions every year. The winter edition is not that much focused on Demoscene. They still have some Demoscene activities trying to promote stuff. They had the AI graphics competition focusing on AI art. And we got some good entries out of that. Interesting if you like AI technology. Not that much interesting if you like classical drawing stuff. The reference to the 2-kilo trout that they have. So yeah, some interesting releases overall. Auto exact bat, because it's an executable bat. Early experiences, and the winner was 360 No Scope Doggy by Maza. Then more interesting demo scene competitions. The beginner demo Compo also had 3 entries. This one was just a basic plane and a triangle, not much thing happening, and made in cable, so not even the technology was new. Speed of Light was a bit more interesting, had some actual effects in it, and a story of some sort, so that was a bit better. Congratulations Steve and Timo for releasing your first demo. And the winner was Block Beater by Matty Dragon, with interesting little touch of being made for Minecraft using a mod of Minecraft, so it runs inside Minecraft, and yeah, it's cool. So yeah. And then we had the senior demo. So for people who are already experienced in the demo scene, you can submit releases to this. 9th place, Pura Orpua by Puoleolatius for the browser. Then the real-time Windows action by Xtud, which is actually a script, keyboard and mouse action script that does all the things for you. So beware when you launch it, you will get your cursor and keyboard hijacked. But there's a window capture of it that is fine to look at. So yeah, it's a little bit of a wild demo. It tries to do some funny things. Not really a demo, but still interesting nonetheless. 7th place, more traditional demo, Nakohermohil Kilki by the Optic Nerve Wreck by Tat. 6th place, Sika by Dandori Warriors, paying homage to this assembly meme. Minimum Viable Tunnel by KNL. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Release a Compo Filler by 8-Bit. Deepness in the Sky by White Load, a reference to the Deepness in the Sky by MFX. 2nd place, Fall of Man by Jumalauta, which is actually a pretty decent Jumalauta demo. And in 1st place, Superlight by Astral, which was also quite well polished, so well done Astral, using some fractals to do some interesting narrative, good music, good visuals, well-deserving winner of the Assembly Winter Competition. And that's it for Assembly. As I mentioned, not as huge of a party as the summer edition is. The winter edition is less focused on competitions, on demo scene competitions. Then we have the Explosive 2024 online competition, which is a very small party that just had 2 entries, a graphics release by Mop called Last Frogger. You see it here. And music released by Viraxor of the Noodlers. Then we had the BCC Party number 18, another Commodore 64 party happening in Germany as well. A few music competitions. C64 cover music was won by The Syndrome. C64 graphics also had quite a few different entries that are worth checking out. Appetite for Some Pixels by Pixel Nacho. Forest Druid by Crayon. Quantum Car by Slacks of Okuto Force. Rain by Grass. Fish by Oni, and this was the winner of the competition. I like the background there, like it has a little tree structure in the background as well. So yeah, short little compo, but pretty good in terms of quality. Music competition, non-focused on being a cover track, was won by Dalazy of Triad, with this Hungarian title that I'm not going to try to read. The one file demo competition got 8 entries. Capitan Futuro by Kimono, Bouncing Lights by Akuto Force, Perigium by Moonshine, Aldi by Logiker, and then a demo tribute to Mowgli by Lethargy. And then Koexako in first place, Summer is Coming by Samar, and Co-op number 5 by Low Spirit and Nordish Sound. A couple more competitions. The Petsky graphics competition, some good entries, was won by The Rook. And the Wild competition, which got a little game for the VCS and a couple of music discs for the Commodore 64. The winner was Offline Player by Okutu Force. So yeah, nice little small party happening in Germany, as I mentioned before. And that concludes the things that I had to show you today. What is left is to talk about the upcoming parties. And for that, let's take a look at DemoZoo, actually, because DemoZoo now has this feature where you can see the previous parties and also the upcoming ones. So you can see everything here, what happened and what will happen. So Vintage Computing Corinthia, a small meetup in Austria, already took place as well at the end of February, but didn't have any Demoscene releases on it, so I didn't cover it. Instancy started happening at the end of February, but it was mostly happening in March, so I will talk about it on the next video. Also in March, Secure Death also happened in Finland. FairLight is going to happen this coming weekend. Forever, in a couple of weeks, the gathering was cancelled, as we already mentioned, and then we have Revision happening at the end of the month, which is the largest Demoscene party of the year, so you should definitely be there. I will, so I hope to see you there. A couple of smaller parties happening afterwards. Psycho Hack, I think, is actually a meetup. I'm not sure, I don't know what it is. Multimatograph happening in Russia, dedicated to the ZX Spectrum, and then a couple more things happening in May as well. Gemtos, which I believe is dedicated to the Atari, happening in France. Synergy 2024, which I'm helping organize, dedicated to the ZX Spectrum in Portugal. Birdie in Sweden. Outline and X Party happening on the same weekend in the Netherlands. Weird stuff. I don't know, I can't explain it, but both of them are interesting and targeting different, well, one of them is targeting Commodore 64, the other one is targeting everything else which is not Commodore 64, because everyone from Commodore 64 will be at X Party, which is the largest Commodore 64 Demoscene event of the year as well. D-Crunch happening in Poland, 68K Inside in Finland, Moonshine Dragons in Poland as well, and Field Effects happening at the end of May as well. So these are the upcoming parties that you should be targeting. The main thing right now for me is trying to finish some releases for Forever, and then planning some stuff for Revision as well. Hope to see you at the next party. Let me know what you think on the comments below of all the things that I talked. Did I miss something? What was your favorite from the month? What parties are you planning to attend in the near future? See you next video. Bye bye everybody. Have a great day.